Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. It's time for another discussion video on Bionicle G1. Well, what are we talking about this time? Excuse me. As I alluded to in the previous discussion video, the Hero Factory video that I just posted, like, before the last outtake, we're going to be talking about the Visorak. The Visorak. Spider-like with sharp senses. I remember watching the Visorak product commercial and obviously the other commercial, and I was like, well, these are insects, basically. They're insect-like spider leg molds. They are spiders, but they only have 4 legs, which a spider normally has 8. What the fuck, Lego? They can't even get a spider anatomically correct. Well, thankfully there was a mock that was done many years ago. It was a silver shoot spider, I believe is what it was called. That looked like some kind of tarantula. And it was anatomically correct. It had 4 legs on both sides of its body, of its thorax, whatever. And the legs, the ones that actually touched the ground, all 4 of them had Lewanduva blades, and they were awesome. Awesome mock. I recommend reading the Rahi Beasts book. You'll find that mock in that book. So there you go. A lot of cool creations were done in that book. I should probably do a video on that book in general and, you know, judge the creations myself as a mockist. So the Visorak, despite anatomically unrealistic, still were pretty cool, you know. They are clone sets, kind of like the Vaki were from the year prior. But the Vaki were robots. They were robots. They were able to speak Matoran so fast you couldn't understand what the fuck they were saying, which was kind of cool, but also kind of ridiculous. The Visorak, however, are just well, insects. They're big creatures. You could say they're like a Rahi sort of thing. But these are evil ones. Sidorak was the king of the Visorak. I saw him as a coward, more or less. Because, yeah. I actually was happy that he was killed by Kitongu in the Shadows. Because I kind of didn't like Visorak, or I didn't like Sidorak all that much. I mean, the set was cool, but that was it. I didn't care for the character itself that much, and I prefer Rudaka. Rudaka's excellent. The Visorak had these large freaking pincers that come out of their face thing. It's fucking awesome. Their back is like one entire shell piece that's, you know, they're made of polypropylene, although there's a bootleg that exists, I think, that you can get nowadays that's ABS plastic, so that's cool. In multiple colors, so you can't, so you don't have to just get, you know, well, I guess I'll talk about this another time, but still, the Visorak shell piece was pretty cool. It had like up by its face in between the eye sockets, the eye holes, which were Borak eyes. They had this crest sort of thing that sort of mimicked their tools, or not tools, their pincers, the front head of their pincers. These were powered by rubber bands, and you press on their backs, and the pincers will go forward. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but hey, it was fun for a few minutes. And then after a while, it got kind of boring. You know, it's still fun every now and then to play with the Visorak and, you know, do the pincer thing, having them pinch me in the nose like that. Problem is, I don't have any of the Visorak anymore. When it came to, you know, buying a Visorak, though, I never sought them out as, well, again, as I probably should have. I mean, I saw one at a store last year, somewhere at a store. It was complete, had all the parts. I don't think it had the Rotuka spinner, but that's another thing. It was at a resale shop, I think, and I regret not buying it. I think it was Visorak. Yeah, Visorak. I always pronounce it as Visorak. The names are ridiculous. Listen, Visorak, Unarak, Votarak, Bogarak, because, you know, find them in the bog or the swamp or the whatever. Sukorak, and Roporak. Not Voporak, Roporak. What are these names, Lego? They're awesome, though, but they are kind of hard to, you know, pronounce correctly, even though I think I've just pronounced them all perfectly fine. The Visorak each have vibrant and fun colors. Yay! With their main colors, like with Votarak being Metro Red, secondary color being orange. Yay! Unarak's color being, well, black, obviously. And the secondary color being Keat Orange, which was new for 2005. Yay! Anyway. Visorak being Metro Green. His secondary color is Lime Green. Makes sense. And so on and so forth. There were 6 breeds of Visorak. But there was another Visorak build that was released as the as like an addition for the for a playset from the same year, the Battle for Metru Nui, or Battle of Metru Nui, whatever. And it was basically the typical Visorak build, but instead of and the back legs, which you would probably see, that's the build style of the legs in Unarak, for example, I think. And the front legs, obviously the actual feet are the same as the back feet, but the actual arms, armata arms or legs, whatever, in Metro Blue. I was struggling with that. I apologize. So yeah, that was it also had the old gold. It had an old gold shell, back shell thing. But I can't remember if it was a Votarak shell, because the Visorak battle ram thing had a Visorak shell in gold, which was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm really struggling to remember if the Votarak one was used for the Battle for Metru Nui version of the Visorak, which I guess you could call that the 7th breed, but really it's supposed to reflect the Kagarak, which I guess is what the producers of Web of Shadows kind of rolled with, because, you know, it was a giant fucking Visorak, so why not? So it's like in that movie, you know, they basically for this giant Kagarak thing, they took the size of a normal Visorak in the movie, like say Kilorak or Kalarak, whatever that one was, and upscale it to like 100 times larger, and it was yeah, it was weird. But yeah, that was another thing. Speaking of Kagarak, the combination models for the Visorak were pretty cool. You could combine 2 of them into the Gate Guardian, 2 of them into the Kagarak, and 2 of them into the Shoot Lurker, I think is what it was called. And it was pretty cool. Also, as other combos, you could take 3 of them and turn them into something. I can't remember what the one was called. I can't remember what the other one was called either. I apologize. But you could also combine all 6 of them into the Zivon, as I pronounce it, or Zivon, however you want to pronounce it, or Zivon. Zivon. That's retarded. I apologize. I say just call it Zivon, because that actually sounds better than Zivon. Bite me. So, the Zivon is a massive fucking beast. It looks fucking awesome. It looks fucking sick. It doesn't use all the parts of the Visorak. No, no, no. You can't use all the shells of that for that particular build. But, you know, it's still a pretty fucking awesome, massive Visorak combo model. I don't think I've ever built it, though. I don't remember. The Visorak do have unique parts, what with their feet. Those have been used ad nauseum. As well as, well, to an extent, the pinchers as well, because the pinchers were also used in, like, 2005, 2006, maybe even 2007 sets, or play sets. The main torso piece, the light gray piece that you stick on other elements and whatnot, that was never used beyond the Visorak and the 7th Visorak, as you want to call it, in the Battle for Metru Nui set. Why make a piece and make it exclusive to a third fucking piece of crap? That is bullshit. You shouldn't make a piece like that exclusive to one particular character or type of, you know, set. I've used it in my Dragula, a vehicle mock. It can be used for vehicles. You can make vehicle sets, mocks, using that light gray piece. It's absolutely bonkers that that Lego never used this piece outside of the Visorak. How fucking stupid is that? I hate that. I really. Well, you're probably going to argue, well, the shells are one piece and they are exclusive to the Visorak 2. Fuck you! I could use it as like a shield for a Toa if I wanted to. It can be used. It doesn't have to be proprietary to the Visorak. Seriously. What the? Fuck you, TV. But yeah. Other than that, I do like the pincer function. I do like pulling the ripcord on their back and watching the ripcord, the Rotuka spinner fly. They're all silver though, which, you know, silver is flashy and fun. Yeah, I still like the silver, but yeah, some people don't care for the silver being on the fan token and the Mystica, but hey, that's another issue entirely. The Visorak were cool. I kind of like the Vaki better, but I do like the bright and fun colors that are mixed in with the somewhat duller colors of the 2005, 2004 too, storyline. You know, like I said, with Metru Green mixed with that lime green, that's a nice combo. Why didn't they do that with the Toa Metru? Hell, you can do that. I think Tammy Calamity did that. Skybird did that. I haven't done that because, well, I want to keep my sets stock, you know? So I just want to keep them the way they are because, hey, whatever. So, But yeah, the Visorak do reuse the Vaki legs, the Vaki lower legs, as well as the Vaki crotch piece. And, you know, they do reuse the Borak legs sometimes, and even Pohatu Mata's arms. They do reuse the Rakshi legs. You do get a lot of great recolors with the Visorak. Also, you get more Borak eyes in different transparent colors, which is nice, translucent colors. So cool. My favorite of the Visorak, I'd say, is Keelorak. I couldn't tell you why. Probably because the pincers are fucking cool. Seriously, I like the look of these pincers. I would use them in a mock if I wanted to, and I have. So, these pincers could be seen in other sets throughout the rest of Bionicle's run. From 2005 to 2009, I think. And I wouldn't be surprised if Hero Factory even used a Visorak pincer or two. I don't think it did. In fact, no, it probably didn't. But which is kind of shocking, because you know that piece, well, those pieces, there's 6 of them, are useful. They don't have to be restricted to just the actually, you know, pincers. They can be used as like arm-mounted blades, because that's always cool. They can be like back blades as well. They can be, well, anything you want them to be. As far as the back shell of the Visorak, you can use that as a shield for your Toa. For a Toa, if you have like a faction of Toa in your story that requires such a piece to be used as a shield, that's a good idea, right? The Visorak also have recolors. Well, actually, no, I don't think they're recolors, but they use the Toa Metru upper leg armor, which is fine. The Visorak are cool, but they are really just like Rahi-esque creatures, even though they venom, they poison you, and the Hordika venom will course within you, as Norik has said in Web of Shadows. You'll become a Toa Hordika, you'll become Hordika in general. I tried to make this a serious, I tried to make a serious thing there, but I fucking failed. So yeah, the Visorak are great sets. Slightly flawed by the design, and the design involves that one light gray piece, sort of like a chassis, if you will, if they were cars. If Lego chose to avoid using that piece for anything else, what other pieces have they chose to avoid to use elsewhere as well? I mean, seriously, it's bullshit. I used the piece a number of times. I've even modified the piece to my own discretion. I like using that piece for vehicle mocks, and it's a great piece. It really is. All the other pieces from the Visorak are fantastic as well. But for some reason, I always go back to the Vaki when it comes to the prequel years of Bionicle. I don't know. Maybe I just like the Vaki better than the Visorak. It's possible. But what do you think? Do you prefer the Visorak? Do you prefer the Vaki? Do you like both? Hey, that's cool. I like both too, but I just happen to like one more than the other. What are your thoughts on the Visorak? Post them in the comment section below. And do you plan on getting the Visorak if you haven't already? Do you plan on recollecting them if you had them in the past? I definitely do. I definitely intend to do that myself. See ya.